must wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. I must wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah.
Yah is my light and my salvation. Yah is the strength of my life. Who shall I be afraid of? Even when the wicked came up, enemies aimed to eat up my flesh, but stumble and fail. Though a host that camp against me, they in trouble as well. The war rise against me, I will be confident. My Yah is with me in the secret of your tabernacle. Please hide me quickly. One thing I desire is to dwell in the house of the highest. Behold his beauty in his temple, inquire, lift my head higher, and offer sacrifices of joy. I'll sing praises. Please hear me when I cry with my voice. Say seek your face, I said your face. I must seek facing the east, praising your name in the place where you placed it to be. Patient and meek, I won't complain when I seek. If all forsake me, please Yahweh, save me a seat. Oh Elohim, teach me your way and lead me in the path that's plain. Please do not deliver me to the will of my enemies and false witnesses who always speak critically. I would have fainted unless I believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. So I'm waiting, just be of good courage and heal, strengthen your heart. You gotta wait on Yah, that's all I'm saying. Before whatever you start it off by praying. Before a flower grow, you gotta water the plants. Just cause you wait on Yah, that don't mean don't start on your plans. Wait on Yah.
Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. I must wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. I must wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah.
You can move all you want, but you know what you're gonna find? Adversity. That's not going to change. Because you still got to eat and sleep every single day. And Yahweh is the one vexing. You think it's somebody else, but it's Yahweh vexing. And you refuse to humble yourself to Yahweh. So it's easy to say, man, you vexing me. Because now I still don't got to humble myself. But when you say Yahweh's vexing me, what you got to do? You got to get low. You got to humble yourself. But you refuse to humble yourself, so you just point the finger at everybody else that's vexing you. It's you that's bringing me this problem. It's you that's bringing me this trouble. It's you that's bringing me down. Well, what about Yahweh?
Praise Yah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Welcome back to another live stream. Man, I just love that song. That song got me through a lot of hard times, even to this day. Praise Yah. Thank you, Master. I want to bow my head and thank my Elohim for carrying me, my family, and all of those who love him for another day. We get to live to see another beautiful day and another beautiful night. I'm grateful for this day, as I am grateful for all days. And I pray that me and my family can continue to see many more days, and all of those who want to serve Yah can continue to see many more days. Praise Yah. So we all know this is all about the Creator. All glory and all honor goes to the Creator, forever and for always. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Yah, my strength and my Redeemer. Hallelujah. So happy Preparation Day. I hope everybody had a blessed day today. I do. Sometimes it feels unreal, you know, when you've been stuck in a matrix for so long. It feels so unreal. And when you come out of the matrix, coming out of the matrix, coming out of Babylon, where you go, it almost feels unreal. Like, wow, the Caribbean is so beautiful. Y'all just don't understand. You don't understand. And usually when you go to a place, the people make the place, right? The people make the place. And when you see so many of your own people getting along to build, it's an amazing thing. It does something amazing to your psyche. You understand? And you say, wow, it's possible. It is possible. You've been told all your life, you've been taught all your life, oh, it's not possible. It's not possible. Not for you. But then when you go and see how possible it is, whew, it's like, wow, can we imagine all coming together as one nation? All of us. Do you see how many of us there are? All over the earth. Imagine the heights that we could reach as people. We don't have to beg anyone. We don't have to beg anyone but the Creator. That's it. We don't have to beg any man. Do you understand? You have the power in your hands, Israel. You have the power in your hands if you just let it be. Let the inevitable happen. Look how great you are. All over the earth, our people have something to offer. Do you understand? All of us. Can you imagine putting all that talent into one nation? What? That's golden. How could we not want that for the earth? How could no one want that for the earth? All we have to do is the right thing. All we have to do as a people, because that's how powerful we can be. Y'all talking about Wakanda, baby, it's going to be greater than Wakanda. Wakanda is only what some man could imagine. But you could never imagine what the Creator has in store. You could never see that future. You understand? Every time I see our people talking about unity all around the world, it just gives me butterflies inside. It just makes me feel good because I know this was bound to happen. This was inevitable. This was our destiny. And this is our destiny. So I want to talk about Psalm 102. Let's go to Psalm 102. And let's start at verse 25. And it says, as a matter of fact, let me start at verse 24. I sate me not away in the midst of my days. Your years are throughout all generations. Of old have you laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They shall perish, but you shall endure. Yea, all of them shall wax old like a garment, as a vesture. Shall you change them, and they shall be changed. Can y'all imagine that? You can't. You can't imagine being changed. But you are the same. Years have no end. And we can never even imagine that. The Most High never changing. That's why the word is consistent. All throughout the word, it's consistent. The Most High changes not. Malachi 3 verse 6, right? Verse 28. The children of your servants shall continue, and their seed shall be established before you. That's how long we as a people will live. The children of your servants shall continue. That means never cease. And their seed shall be established before you. Established. As a nation, as a people. If we can come out of the funk, come out of the fog that we've been in. Because we've been in a fog. We've been getting socked in the face, walking through smog, walking through the fog, walking through pollution and smoke, and getting beat up and choked out. And if we could come out of that haze that we've been in and actually see what the Creator is trying to show us, what we could possibly be as one and not separate. Let's go to Daniel chapter 2. And let's start at the 14th verse. Then Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king the interpretation. So this is during the time when Daniel was in Babylon with King Nebuchadnezzar. And King Nebuchadnezzar had this dream. We talked about this dream last week, I believe. Or no, it wasn't this dream. It was the dream that Daniel actually had that we talked about. But we're going to talk about that as well again. Daniel, what was it? Was it Daniel 4 or Daniel 2? I think it's Daniel 2. But anyways, verse 16. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of the Elohim of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. So King Nebuchadnezzar was ready to just off everybody if they couldn't interpret this dream, because it was bothering him, bugging him so much. He was ready to off his prognosticators, all his soothsayers, and all the witches and all that. Because he's like, if you can't tell me what my dream was, you just gonna have to go. Right? That's how serious this was. Verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the Elohim of heaven. So, of course, Daniel consulted the Most High, and he actually had the same dream. He had the same dream that the king had, so that he could understand what the dream was about. Isn't that wild? You dreamt someone else's dream. That is wild. Verse 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed, that means that we have telepathic abilities, right? We have telepathic abilities. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Elohim forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He gives wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. He reveals the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O YAH, O Elohim of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. So after giving praise, honor, and glory to the Elohim, he goes back to Arioch to let him know. He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon, bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation. Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah, that will make known unto the king the interpretation. The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof? Daniel answered in the presence of the king, and said, the secret which the king has demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers, show unto the king? But there is an Elohim in heaven that reveals secrets, and makes known to the king Nebuchadnezzar that shall be in the latter days. Your dream and the visions of your head upon your bed are these. As for you, O king, your thoughts came into your mind upon your bed, what should come to pass hereafter. And he that reveals secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for the sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of your heart. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. So can you imagine how the king was probably looking when Daniel said this? Like, what? How in the world did you know that that was the first thing that popped up in my head? Right? Verse 32. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. So this is telling you that the Most High is going to be the one to destroy it, right? Verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. The wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. Is the Most High a liar? Of course not. This is what the Most High said is going to happen, and it will happen. And this is why we're constantly looking for asteroids and meteorites, right? We're constantly looking for meteors because we are afraid of outside forces attacking the earth. Because we know we can't control those outside forces. It's like that movie Look Up. You can't control it. You can send Space Force, you can send Starlink, and whatever satellites and missiles you think you can throw at it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're only hurting yourself. In the end, you're only hurting yourself. Verse 36. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the Elohim of heaven has given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field, and the fowls of the heaven, has he given into your hand, and has made you ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold. So he's telling them the dream you had was about yourself, right? And it wasn't just about yourself, but it was also showing you other empires to come after you, right? Verse 39, very personal dream. And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to you, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, forasmuch as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas you sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay, and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, forasmuch as you saw the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. So how could some ancients from that long ago know that this particular kingdom would be that kingdom, partly strong and partly broken? And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. So how did it know that the people were not going to mix and it was going to be one big melting pot? How? Most people during ancient civilizations stayed within their own. They stayed within their own nations. In this particular empire, we like to integrate as much as possible. As much as possible. And it's not to say that we didn't integrate back then. It's to say, for the most part, why do you think you have these untouched tribes still walking the earth today? They say, these untouched tribes, right? Because that was the norm in ancient times. They haven't left their ancient customs, right? And for the most part, they all look alike. Because that's usually how it was. Even though you had those here and there who went out and mingled and were absorbed into other places. But an empire like this is totally new. This is totally different from the other empires. Where when you call yourself an American, right? You call yourself an American. It's seen as so many different types of people. Does that make sense? So how could this vision have been known so long ago? That the world would end this way. The world as we know it, right? Verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the Elohim of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. And that is the Creator's kingdom. I think the Creator knows what the Creator is talking about. Because the Most High made all these things, remember, right? The Most High made all things. So of course the Almighty knows that the Creator is going to have all of the control in the end and forever. And it's never going to end because the Creator said so. So for those wondering, well, why does the Most High not just control everything? If the Most High wants us to be good, then why you create people with sin, knowing that they're going to sin, and blah, da, 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 and it's good to ask questions. It's always good to ask questions. But the Most High tells us that the Most High is going to take control in the end of the Most High's earth. This is the Creator's earth. And the Creator will have power and control forever. Visibly, you'll know that the Creator has power and control. There won't be a question or doubt about it. Because obviously this is what we need as humans. We need the Creator to take the wheel. That's what we need. We need supervision and guidance. From a higher power that doesn't dwell on the earth. Verse 45. For as much as you sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great Elohim has made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face, and worshipped Daniel, and commanded that they should offer an oblation and sweet odors unto him. The king answered unto Daniel and said, Of a truth it is, that your Elohim is Elohim of gods, and YAH, the creator of kings, and a revealer of secrets, seeing you couldst reveal this secret. Praise YAH. Right? So, the Most High, okay, yeah, I am in Daniel chapter 2, so it must be Daniel 4 that I'm thinking about. Daniel 7. Nope, Daniel 7. Okay. Daniel 7. There it is. Okay. So, the Most High is making it very clear that the last kingdom that's going to be on the earth is not going to be a new world order from any man. The Most High said that it's not going to belong to others. The Most High is not a liar. The Most High is not giving up the Most High's glory, the Most High's praise, um, His power. The Most High is not allowing any nation to be the ruler or the superpower. That's not going to happen no more. He's allowing a nation to be, let me not say ruler, because King David is going to be the ruler. The wrong choice of words. He's not going to let man rule alone, is what I should say, because now the Most High is the one controlling things. And so the Most High will have Israel as the leader, right? Our people will be the leaders, the lead nation. However, we won't be doing it by our own power and our own strength. That's not how we're going to do it. Because we see where we get with our own power and our own strength. We don't come together completely, fully, as one unit. You understand? We have to come together under our higher power to be one unit. That is the blueprint. That is the key to unlocking our position on the earth, right? So Daniel chapter 7 is what I was talking about last week. And with the lion and the bear and all of those kingdoms that Daniel had a dream about, right? And I want to start in verse 14 of Daniel chapter 7. And it reads, "And there was given him dominion." Actually, let's start at verse 13. Yeah. "I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me, and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth." So this is an angel interpreting Daniel's personal dream, right? "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." Ooh, the glory, praise Yah. Because we know we need a change of the guard. We do not need to continue going down this destructive path that we're going down with this current system. We do not need that. Because in the end, we all fail. We all lose in this system. This system was not made for us. We preach and teach that all day. You know, the system was not made for you, is made against you. So why would you want to make a system that's made against you work for you? That makes no sense. It was made to be against you. So the only way that you could make it to be for you is to take on all of the ideology, take on all of those crooked laws, take on all of those vain and foolish ideas of another nation's forefathers, and turn it against them, and then become their oppressor, and do all of the wicked things that their ancestors did to our ancestors to them. And that's not how the Most High wants us to roll. You understand? That's not how we roll. We are peaceful people. We're not destructive. And just because you're peaceful doesn't mean that you won't punish to keep your peace. It doesn't mean you won't eradicate to keep your peace and exterminate to keep your peace. It just means that we ain't about that life. We're not robbers and pirates and scoundrels, and we're not heathens. You understand? That's not how we roll. We don't rock like that. Their ancestors were straight up savages. And that is not how you want to be. So with a system like that, you can't do anything but throw it in the trash. It's run its course. You understand? It's over with. You're done with it. Dust yourself off. Get out the way. Why are you trying to save something that was against you all along? How does that make sense? And this is why we have to all wake up and come out as a people and understand the only way that we can come together is on one accord, under one higher power. You think in Wakanda they were all out there, doing their own thing, worshiping their own gods? No. They all believed in one thing. They had one thing in common, right? They weren't all out there, okay, well, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Buddhist, I'm a this. Did they have strangers amongst them? Of course. You had people who were from different cultures among you to this day. But we can't be like that when we're all the same people. How that makes sense? That's how you have division. We have to all understand where our power comes from. We all have to understand where our source is as one. Verse 19. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and the judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. The saints possessed the kingdom. So look right before that. It says in verse 21, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them. Who was that? Who was that made war with the saints and prevailed against them? Conquered them. Divided them and conquered them. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. The changing of the guard, right? Because it belongs to the Most High. The kingdom belongs to the Creator. Whether we accept it or not, whether we believe it or not, whether we like it or not. Verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand until a time and times and dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it until the end, until the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole earth, under the whole heaven, under the whole heaven, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So there won't be any confusion about who's in charge, because that's what we've been trying to figure out all this time with all of these different empires. Who's in charge? That is what the great question is, that everyone wants answered. Who is in charge? And the Creator is letting you know that he is in charge and always has been. Let's go to Isaiah 65. And let's start at verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. So we're not even going to remember these old ways. They're going to be forgotten. Didn't you read where it said that they are going to be crushed and like chaff in the wind and blow away? They shall not be remembered. So why are we trying to hold on to these old customs and these old traditions as if there's something to hold on to? You call the Most High's book old, right? But the Most High's book is the only one that's giving you the blueprint for the future. The only one. Not AI, not any of these things. But the Most High. The Most High is giving us the blueprint for the future. That's it. Can technology can be a great thing? Of course. Technology can be a great thing when used properly, right? But technology is not the end all be all. Technology doesn't have the last say. Technology is not the never-ending kingdom. Technology doesn't even know if technology is going to be the same. It only knows what man programs it to know, right? That's it. It could never know how advanced it could get. Man could never know. The Most High created technology. And the Most High doesn't need any of our elements to do it. We had telepathic abilities. Remember? So it's not hard to believe. Verse 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my mind. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that has not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner shall be 100 years old. shall be accursed. And they shall build houses. That means, look, a child would be like 100-year-old. That's how much life we're going to have in us. The Most High is going to add life and length to our days. You understand? That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Then you fulfilled life. You fulfilled your life. We don't even fulfill our lives anymore. We don't have time to have a fulfilling life because we're slaves. We're in captivity. We're trying to hold on to a system that keeps us shackled because we're afraid to let go of something and go into the unknown. We're afraid to venture out. We're afraid to venture out as a people. A lot of us are afraid to even leave their home country. We're afraid to venture out. A number has been done on us and our people. But there are so many beautiful things out in the world. The world is such a beautiful place. The journey doesn't end when you come out. Do you understand? The journey continues until we get to where we need to get, until we reach our destination. Verse 21, and they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. So the Most High is saying you'll prosper when you use your hands. It won't be for naught. You won't work in vain. Everything you put your hand to, you will see it grow. You will see it flourish. You will see it be fruitful. You will see the fruits of your labor. All of us will see the fruits of our labor. We're not going to build a house that we can't live in because we're building it for our oppressor and planting vineyards for them to eat and for others to eat. We are not working in coal mines and dying and losing our health for other nations, right? Going out in a field of crops and picking these crops for other people to eat and not enjoy our labor for other people to sell, right? No, we are not. We're not doing these things anymore. That sounds like peace to me. Like, it's ours, right? Why wouldn't we want it to be ours? Why wouldn't we want to take what's ours? You don't have to beg. You just have to separate. Be ye separate. You just have to separate. You don't have to beg any man. When you separate, you start to find yourself. You start to understand the world better. You start to see things clearer. You can't see things and understand things when you're distracted constantly. Verse 23, they shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of YAH, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. So the Most High letting you know, He knows that you feel a certain way. Like, does the Most High hear me? Does God listen to me? Does God hear my prayers? The Most High knows that our people have these questions. The Most High knows that we have these questions. The Most High is letting you know, before you call, I will answer. Because if we have telepathic abilities, right? Of course, the Most High knows what we're thinking. Verse 25, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith YAH. Now, who would have thought that there could be a world so peaceful? A lot of people believe it's a fairy tale because we've been in a wicked world for so long. They can't even imagine the world being this way. They can't even imagine a world without the wicked. It's hard for me to imagine. It's hard for any of us to imagine, right? Isaiah 66, and I'm going to start at verse 22. And it says, for as the new heavens and the new earth will I make, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith YAH, so shall your seed and your name remain. So the Most High is telling you the new world is the Most High's world, the Creator's world. That's the end. That's the new world. We're not going back to the old guard. We're not going back to the ways of man. The future is the Creator. Wouldn't we want that to be the future? Come on. We've proven time and time again that we cannot handle it on our own. We can't. We cannot handle it on our own. We fight amongst ourselves. We like to sow discord. We can't agree on one thing and how we're going to cleanse our people and get through this toxic era of wickedness together. We can't agree on any of these things. So wouldn't you want a higher power to take control? Isn't that what you would want? I know there's plenty of us who are tired of suffering. I know there's plenty of us who are tired of debating, arguing. I mean, you can debate, debate your cause, but arguing, having heated arguments and hating each other, and tired of the rumors and the gossip and the slander, right? Tired of the killing, the perversion, thievery, corruption. Aren't we tired of all of this? Aren't we tired of it? There's a better way. But we all have to be willing to take that route. If you want to see the future. If we want to see the future, we have to be willing to take the right route. Together. For ourselves. For our families. Right? You all have to ask yourselves this one thing. Do you want what man is offering you? You want what they are offering you? Or do you want what the Creator, the one who created all things, is offering his creation? Ask yourself, what is it that I really desire? What is it that I really want? Do I want what they have to offer me? Or do I want what the Most High has to offer me? Do I want what the Creator has to offer me? Because right now, we have to live in survival mode. All around the world, we have to live to survive every day instead of living a fulfilling life without guilt, without regret, without drugs, without alcohol, completely sober, knowing that we've done everything the right way. Everything. Without drama and others around you disturbing your peace. We can't even imagine it, right? We can't imagine it. Why? Because we are not asking ourselves what it is we truly desire. Be honest with yourself. Do you desire what man offers? Which, the man is just the middleman between you and the Creator. Man is only offering you things that the Creator has always already created here on this earth. That's all a man can offer you is what was already given to you by the Most High. It was already given to you by the Creator, but they can turn around and exploit it instead of cherishing it, instead of sharing it, instead of enjoying it in peace without wreaking havoc and destroying. Ask yourself, is this really what we want? Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 36. In Ezekiel chapter 36, I'm going to start at verse 33. Thus saith YAH Elohim, in the day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, I will also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the wastes shall be builded. Hold on, I think I got disconnected. Let me go back in. All right. We are just, okay, I'm back up. Cool. Okay, so we are just in the Most High's movie. We are in the Most High's show. This ain't the Truman Show. This is the Creator Show. Okay? You didn't make the movie. The Most High did. So we have to humble ourselves, me included. We have to humble ourselves, and we have to understand that we're not running anything. We're not in charge of any. We're in charge of what we think. We're in charge of hoarding things. We like to hoard things and think that we're in charge, when in reality, we all need to humble ourselves, sit down, and realize that there's something way bigger than we are. Verse 34 says, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I, Yah, build the ruined places, and plant that was desolate. I, Yah, have spoken it, and I will do it. So the Creator is letting you know. The Creator is in charge, because the Creator created, and I'm so grateful that we have answers to what's going on in this earth. I'm so grateful that we have a Creator. This word came with the earth. Do you understand? This word, the Creator's word, the word of Yah, came with the earth. It came with its own manual. You understand? Grateful that we have foreparents before us who were faithful to the Creator to record this word and to interpret it. Shoot, I have to say, I'm not gonna, I'm grateful that the Most High used the ancestors of our enemies to continue to translate, to continue to record this word, translate in their language. I'm grateful that it was passed down generation to generation. You understand? Generations. And it hasn't departed from us. The word is very nigh unto us. It's very close to us. The Most High really never left us like we think. Even though the Most High left us, the Most High sold us, the Most High really never left us, because the Most High gave us His word. And the Most High is keeping His word. Because the Elohim is a God of His word. The covenant that the Most High made with us shall never cease. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 26. Leviticus chapter 26. And I'm going to read verse 6. And it reads, "And I will give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid." Because Most High knows what we're going through. Everywhere we are. The Most High is not going to make you afraid of your own people, of other people, of everything around you, of all these things. You shall not be afraid. And you'll have peace in the land. And none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land. Neither shall the sword go through your land. So there's not going to be any war. You see that? And you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. You understand? You're not going to have any wars in your land. Because you are the terminator. You are the exterminator. And when that time comes, when that decree comes, there's going to be a time to exterminate. You understand? And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. Once you get rid of all of your enemies, you can live in peace. You can live in peace. It is very simple. It's a very simple formula, a very simple strategy. And you know, these men of these other nations have been practicing it for centuries, getting rid of their enemies, but not completely, right? You have a dictator over in North Africa named Netanyahu who is trying to do that. He's trying to exterminate a whole group of people, committing a genocide. And I believe there was another genocide in Africa as well. Let me see. Let me look into that. I just. It was the Congo? Yes. The genocide in Congo. Fighting between Congolese security forces and militant groups, led by M23, escalated rapidly, culminating in M23's capture of Goma, the regional hub of the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, and the Rwandan border. Wow. Backer then supported its offensive in eastern DRC with 3,000 to 4,000 ground troops. As Goma fell, thousands of locals, many of whom were already internally displaced, fled the region. On February 4th, M23 declared a unilateral ceasefire between 900 people by UN estimates and 2,000 people by Congolese government estimates. Were killed in the offensive on Goma. M23 is the latest in a series of Rwanda back for territory, and of course, it's always about natural resources. It's always about who can hoard what, who can gain the power, the control, right? That's what it all boils down to. And we're not going to do that anymore. You understand? We're not doing that. We're not fighting people to hoard resources anymore. This is not what we are doing. Do you understand? That is not world peace. And this is what men have been doing for centuries. Fighting to hoard resources. And this is what happens when you have too much wickedness in the world. And we talk about it, and we talk about it, and we talk about it, right? And the wicked shall do wickedly. The wicked shall not understand. So that should tell you, and that should show you there are a lot of wicked people in the earth. Too many. Way too many. Because nothing is changing. Nothing is changing. Now our people, that is a change. Our people are waking up. That is a change. We're waking up. We're talking the right talk. A lot of us. Right? We really are. Because we've been talking the wrong talk for way too long. Way too long. But we are talking the right talk now. So that is a change. But a change in action. Right? A change in actual action. Seeing a difference. Seeing the impact of righteousness and doing the right thing. That is what we have yet to see. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 37. I'm going to have to look into that. War in Congo some more. Because they're not putting it in the news. They don't even talk about our people's news. So that's our job and our duty to go and search these things out. You understand? We don't even know what's happening with our own people because we're so caught up in what the heathens are doing. The heathens are going to do what they do. We have to stay focused on us. That's a part of coming together, right? That is a part of coming together. Now, Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 23, it reads, "Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And David my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them." How much better can that? How much better can it be? How much better can it get? You have the Creator's system. That's a righteous system. When something is not working, the solution is not to continue on trying to modify something that's not working over and over and over. You've modified it several times. This has been modified several times, several empires. It's been modified and modified and modified, and it's still not working. And we have to do something different. That means it needs to be torn down. You understand? It needs to be torn down, and it needs to be redone. It needs to be torn down, and it needs to be redone. A new system needs to take over, something that has never happened on the earth. We have to stop thinking that we have the answers. If we really want to change and we really want to see a change, guess what we're going to have to start doing more? As a collective, we are going to have to call on the Creator. Go to 2 Chronicles chapter 7. Go to 2 Chronicles chapter 7 and we'll come back to Ezekiel 37. And I'm going to start reading at the 14th verse. And it reads, well, actually, I'm going to start reading at the 13th verse. And it says, "If I shut up heaven, that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, which the Most High has done all these things to us." The Most High has done all these things to our people. You notice that? It says, "If I shut up heaven, that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land," talking about our land, "or if I send pestilence upon or among my people." The Most High has done that even to this day, sent pestilence among us. "If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land." So we have not done this. "Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place. For I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually." So the Most High is letting us know, solidifying, that the Most High is going to be the final kingdom. Perpetually, forever. If we really want the Creator to be. Because if we don't, it's only going to be bad for us. If you don't, It's only going to be bad for you and those like you. Because we are not in control of anything. We didn't create anything. So we cannot run things how we think they should be run. We have to humble ourselves, the Creator tells us. We have to pray and seek the Creator's face and turn from our wicked ways. See, we can't just humble ourselves, pray, and not turn from our wicked ways. Continue down our sinful path. Continue doing wickedness. We cannot afford to keep doing this. Right? So I'm going to go back to Ezekiel 37. In Ezekiel chapter 37, I'm going to start at verse 25. I think that's where I left off. Verse 25, and it reads, "And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt. And they shall dwell therein, even they and their children, and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore." Now, who would want to believe that that's not real? Who would want to believe that that's not real? Covenant of peace? Peace on earth? Ha! Who would want to believe that? Who would want to believe the earth will continually be wicked? Why would you want to believe that? Do you want that? Is that something that you want? Ask yourself. You should want the world to be forever peaceful. Even if you can't see it yourself, even if you can't imagine it, it should be something that we all want. Not something that we groan at, or grumble at, or murmur at. Peace on earth. No. Why? Let's go to Jeremiah 31. In Jeremiah chapter 31, it says in verse 31, "Behold, the days come, saith YAH, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Although I was a husband unto them, saith YAH. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith YAH, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know YAH, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith YAH. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith YAH, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea with the waves thereof. When the waves thereof roar, YAH of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith YAH, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith YAH, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast out all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith YAH. So, the Most High is letting you know that there's going to be a new covenant on the earth, and that the Most High is going to be in charge. You understand? Forever. And there's nothing that we can do about it. Go to Zechariah chapter 8. And I'm going to read verse 12. And it says, for the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess these things. So the Most High already tells us it's only going to be a remnant of people. And it's going to be those people who really desire this. This is why we can't save people. You can't save someone else. They have to be willing to do the right thing. They have to be willing to stop their sins and stop doing the wrong thing. You can't save anyone. You can only give a message. And that is all you can do. Because people have to be willing to take that action. And if people are not willing to take that action, well, this is what ends up happening. And this is why the Most High tells us He will cause a remnant of these people to possess those things. And that is all. So I pray for that remnant, because the earth needs to see a change. We are in hell. So I pray for that day to come soon. Praise YAH. That's why I say, even, if me and my family and everyone around us has to die in order for that change to come and for that peace to take place on earth, then so be it. It is for the Most High's glory. It is for a holy earth, a peaceful land. You understand? The Most High is not a liar. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. So, I just wanted to discuss that. The Most High's kingdom is going to be the land of milk and honey that's going to last forever. The peace is only going to come from the Most High. And nothing else, and no one else. You can't get peace from anyone but the one who created peace. That's who brings the peace. You can't give yourself peace. The Creator gives you peace. You understand? And the Most High can give you continual peace, perpetual peace, without cease, if that is what you desire. So, praise the Almighty YAH. I love you all. I hope that you continue to do the right thing. All glory to Elohim, and shalom.
Anything for ya, anything for ya. I will do anything for ya, anything for ya. I will do anything for ya, anything for ya. I will do anything for ya.
Anything for YAH, anything for YAH. I would do anything for my YAH, but your hands will be clean, cause you can only bring what's pleasing to YAH. As I plead, all I need need is my YAH. Open the book and just meditate. If you wanna be holy, must separate. Do not confederate, do not fear the things they fear. Sanctify Yahweh himself, make him your dread. Praise him whenever you walk by the way. When you wake up and lay down to bed, relate to your kids by the law to your hands for a sign. Keep it as frontless between your eyes so you can remind. Remember I search for a sign. Y'all get a purpose at times. Might have to go and rewind. Purge me like gold is refined till your servant is trying.
Anything for ya, anything for ya. I will do anything for ya, anything for ya. I will do anything for ya. I will do anything for ya. I will do anything for ya.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. I set my face to the sky and I give all my praises to Yah. He kill it, then make it alive. Please understand, no one delivered from his hands. Choose the commands, that is the duty of man. We was removed from the land. 40 years proved with hunger to see what was there. From heaven he fed us with bread to let us know. Man do not live by no bread alone, but by every word that Yah has ever spoke. Our shoes and our clothes, they never get old. We was thirsty and water came from a stone. Don't forget it is he that get power for man to get wealth to establish his covenant. Back in our government, no longer sisters and brothers divided, united as one again.
Anything for ya, anything for ya.